You're not a policeman, you know.
Fortunately, I'm not policeman. Oh, be careful, guys. I will become one day.
Hello, Techno Talks. It's Big Roy with you. So today we are hosting Johnny Kaos, of course, the man from Italy, living in Berlin. So let's start from the beginning. Where was your beginning, Johnny?
So my beginning was in 2005, and I was a very little child. I was listening a lot of radio. So I was listening especially one radio show that was managing by a very nice guy that is also a dear friend of mine. The name is Virus. Virus is also a very good guy at the moment because he released in Drum Code and in many other big labels. So I was, how you say, I was feeling very good with this kind of music in the beginning, since when I was listening this kind of radio show. After a while, I was researching in internet from also other kind of DJs, always in the electronic music scene, and I discovered a lot of, I would say, big artists that I was listening for a long time in my past. And yes, everything started by from the radio, you know, from just one radio show.
But yes, it was popular back in the day. Also, the techno was popular back in the day.
Yes, the techno was popular. Was a little bit different than now.
You said
because
2005?
2005, yes, around
okay.
2005. The techno at that time was more like electronic, you know? Okay. So that's why I was really impressed about this kind of vibe, you know? Because electronic music is always special. It has a lot of things to give, but you know, techno is something very cool that you can have when you make music, you know?
Well, this is the music. This is the magic of the music. That's why we all make. Definitely, we all like to listen to music. When you feel bad, you know, it makes you better or whatever. It's emotions.
Yes.
But let's say you're for a long time in the music.
Yes.
You have any like best favorite moment that you can think about now? If I ask you favorite moment in music or something like that.
Yes, I did a lot of experiences in my past. So as I told you, I started my DJ career when I was very young, when I was 15. So now I'm 32 years old. And yes, as I told you, I was listening to the radio in the beginning. I was really, I would say, attractive, you know, with this kind of sound. And then after a while, I started also to make music. You know, I started my career of music producer.
So you're working with music for a long time. You said you started at 2005
it was,
and now it's 2000. It's all gone like Corona and all this, and it's 2002.
Yes.
Let's say it's a long journey. So you have any favorite like moment that you can tell us straight away? Like what was your best moment like in this long career?
To be honest, I have a lot of great moments, a lot of great experience that I did in my past in many different cities. But to be really honest with you, I have two very important experiences that I did. The first one is a film festival in Berlin. I played there for, if I'm not wrong, I think 3 or 4 years. I played there, and there it was, I think for me, the top vibes.
Of course, because Berlin, we all know about Berlin. So
yes.
I'm escaping from that. I'm trying to escape from that city when I hear it.
The festival was really crazy because film festival is 1 hour by car from Berlin, and you are completely in the nature, you know. There are not hotels, not bar and everything. There are just everybody with their tents, you know, they're sleeping there. You can find a lot of stage, the lake, 25,000 people. So it was a very great experience for me because I was kind of 1 week inside the nature, you know, into the nature, sorry. I met a lot of people. I played with a lot of Berghain DJs in the same dance floor. In the same stage, we can say. And for me, it was very unique experience. I met the best people of my life. And yes, it was very nice experience. After this, what I can tell you, I played, I think it was, maybe it was 3 years ago. I played not too far from here. I was in Kursschluss in Ljubljana. I played before Boris Brescia. It was a very, very nice night. So I think, I don't remember how many people was there, but I think around 4,000. So it was very, very strong night. I enjoyed so much, and yes.
But Kursus is also a festival that is well known.
Yes,
well. Yes,
yes.
of course, yeah.
The place is very nice, so I enjoy so much. I really hope to play again in the future. So yeah.
But why not? You know,
Yes.
you have how many years you can play music? You know, it's a never-ending story.
So,
It's a never-ending
yes.
story.
Yes. We just need to keep the flow and continue. You know. Yes.
Well, okay, you know, we start always with positive vibes, but let's also bring, you know, you also probably had some bad moments as well. It's not everything perfect.
Yes.
If everything is going perfect, then today we would live in, I don't know, somewhere in Zanzibar or Miami.
Yes, we can say maybe the real perfection doesn't exist, you know, so it's normal also in life to have sometimes bad moments, you know, and to be honest, if I really need to be honest with you, I have one particular experience that was very, very crazy for me, but in a negative way. I was in Berlin, I was playing at a Chalet Club, I was in the stage of the first floor. I was there with a lot of Berliner friends. They came with me at the gig, and yes, it was full of crowd. It was very nice vibes and everything. And at that time, I think it was maybe 2015, I think, or maybe 2014 possible.
You're good, you remember everything.
Yeah, yes, I'm very good. After a lot of years of party, I remember.
I don't even remember what happened yesterday.
Yes. And it was so crazy because at that time I was playing with Tractor, you know, so Tractor with a computer. So every gigs where I was playing, I was with my computer, with my interface, and I was playing with it, you know. But the problem is, I don't want to judge anybody, so we are free to play as we want, you know. But at that time, I was a little bit nervous, and usually I'm not nervous, just because when you play with this kind of computer interface, you need to be careful about the cables and this one and everything, so you need really to take care, you know. And at that time it was so crazy because I just arrived at the club, I was saying hello to a lot of people, partying, dancing and everything. And then when I came to the console, it was so crazy because I did something like this. Okay guys, Johnny Kaos now is playing, let's start. Boom. The music was stopping, you know, and I say, what is going on here? You know, I may fucked up, I may fucked up, or maybe some troubles. And finally, you know, what happened, I don't know what happened, to be honest, you know, but the music was stopping many times, you know, in 5 minutes.
When you was playing?
Yes, I started my set and the music was stopping 1 time, boom, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. I say, okay guys, we have some problems here. So what I did in that time...
Are you sure it was not you?
No, it was not, okay. I was not me. I was just, the computer was crashing
okay,
after,
it was computer, okay.
After, I don't know, 30 seconds was crashing. So what I did, you know, I just opened my DJ bag. What I can say, maybe in the past I had a lot of, I would say, you have a kind of CDs just to save your set if you have some troubles, you know. So I took my CDs, you know, and I played with the CDs. So I just saved my set with them. But anyway, after this kind of experience...
But this is experience, of course. This is where you get the experience to bring
After this experience, I decided to stop with the computer and I switched only with CDJs, you know. So what I think is... we are maybe in 2022, so even if you play without a computer, you can be very creative and you have so much technology between the mixer and CDJ. So what I can say is maybe I feel more comfortable to play without a computer, you know, after that experience. Because it was very crazy.
Let's say we said it was, now you started from 2005.
Yes.
It was all good, even like golden times of. Then now it. What happened in Corona? Let's say in Corona, did this had a good
Oh,
effect to you,
yes.
or it had a good effect?
Yes, this is very
Oh.
interesting question.
That's actually
So,
nice to hear. That's actually nice to hear. Or
yes.
Corona actually had a good
Yes.
affect to someone.
Yeah, so the thing is, it was very crazy because I had the last gig in Berlin before the Corona time. I played at Anomaly Art Club. I remember the day was the 22nd of February 2020. So after my gig, I was one day in hangover in the hotel, but after that I came back to Italy. And when I arrived to Italy, my mom called me and say, "Hey son, where are you? Come back to the house, you know, there are something crazy in the world, some virus." Anyway, I had a long quarantine, I think 2-3 months at my studios, because at that time I didn't have any flats in Italy to stay. You know, I was just in my studios. I had a big location. They are like 3 different floors. So I was doing a shower there. I was cooking there. So it was very, very crazy moment also for the business of the artist. But anyway, after this, now I feel that I am more strong, you know, because when you take a break with something, you have the time to go inside yourself, to, how you say, to evolve yourself in some different aspects. So what I think is, so we need to be able to watch the positive things of the life, you know, if we want really to also to grow inside, you know, so everything come for a reason, you know, so there are also a lot of bad things to say, but yes, we try to do our best to see also the positive things of everything in life.
Let's say that's true. That's the truth. You basically in Corona, in the time of Corona, you actually growed and you actually know what you're doing, and you felt yourself like you're feeling confident now, and everything was getting better after that because you had more time for yourself.
Yes, life gave me the opportunity to go more inside myself,
so
to take a break of my job, to don't travel and everything. So I tried, yes, to take the best out of it, you know.
But let's say so. In Corona, probably at the start of Corona, probably there were like some gigs that you had booked. That you was booked for some gigs, but you had cancelled gigs or something like that.
Yes. So I don't want to say many gigs was cancelled, but yes, some gigs was cancelled. I forget, but anyway, it was something very strange to happen. That happened, you know, in that time. But yes, we the most important thing that we can think, is what we are right now. You know, right now we are this, and we make the best out of it. You know, we don't need to watch so much what was not good in our life. So we just learn about with experience, and then we go forward. You know, with our.
It's the moment that happened, and now is the new beginning.
Yes, absolutely,
of course.
Yes.
Did you ever have like a crazy fan? Let's say, you know, you had, for example, you played in the States, you had a performance in the States, I'm coming to the States, or I'm in Berlin, let's go Berlin. You know, did somebody follow you like that? Maybe close friends or something?
Yes. I have also many friends that are also dear friends of mine. They follow me in the gigs and everything. But the thing is, it's very hard to answer to your question, because every time when I go to play, I have a lot of fun, you know? So it's very hard every time.
That's important that you enjoy what you do. Exactly,
yes, even this time I came to Slovenia, I'm alone, you know. I'm not alone, I'm with you now, guys. But even when I am alone, I can always enjoy. I have been in India alone. You know, I was 2 weeks to play in India, just myself. I have been in Russia, I've been in Israel, I've been in many different places, even when I am alone, I enjoy myself, you know. So that's why I can tell you it's very hard to answer if I have a specific moment when I enjoy more than others. But yes, I always enjoy, because I love my job, I love music, I love people, I love life, you know. So I can
let's say, like you said now, I was in India for 2 months, I was in the States, like you said. But do you feel any difference between the cultures, like the party, the crowd, that, you know, this is probably, I guess this is the important thing for you, the connection between you and the
yes.
What was your favorite, let's say, and what was the difference? And
yes, so this is very interesting question. So absolutely, yes, you can feel the difference between different countries, you know. So I'm not the guy that judge. I don't like to judge, you know, but
you're not
I'm not.
You're not a policeman. You know.
Fortunately, I'm not policeman. Oh, be careful, guys. I will become one day. Just kidding, just kidding. Now, what I can say is, yes. So there are a lot of differences between the people from different countries. So to be honest, from my experiences, I think the best crowd that I've met is the Berliner people. You know why? Because they are all always fucked up, but they are very, very responsible.
But let's say we all heard about that, even if somebody that already was in Berlin is telling the story, sharing the story.
Yes.
Of course, but it's not far away from the truth that Italian people are one of the top as well. Italian, like overall Italian parties as well, because you've come from Venice, and that's why I ask.
Yes, so I'm very appreciate what you say, because you know, in Italy we have a lot of culture, so it's a very good country, we can say, absolutely. So we have, I can say maybe, for example, I can tell you this. I met a lot of Slovenian people. Everybody's super great. And the difference between Italy and Slovenia, I think, for the people, for the crowd, for the ravers, we can say, for the party people, is that in Italy, maybe a lot of times, the people, they don't have limits. You know what I mean? They go crazy, but after the party, they are not responsible maybe to go home in a very safe way or something. In Slovenia, I saw a lot of people doing party, but in the same time, they are also responsible. So what I can say, in Italy, there is culture, okay, there are a lot of good people, but maybe the society, they are not giving so many advices to the people when they party.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know.
So they say, okay, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Okay, but you need to tell me maybe why I don't need to do this, or maybe if I do it, what I can do after that, you know? So for example, in German, even in Holland, you go to Holland, you go to party, there are somebody from the government, we can say, can give you, I say, maybe some paper you can read if you take this kind of drug, if you are, I say, if you feel bad, what to do and everything. So because the Italian government, they don't understand that if you say don't do it, some people will do it anyway. No, so maybe if you do it,
if you tell somebody to not do it, if you tell somebody to not do it, he will think, why not?
Exactly.
And then, you know, it's a 50-50 chance,
yes,
least for me, say no more.
Yes, so I can speak well about Italy for sure, but what I can tell you is, yes, maybe the country need more awareness also about this kind of party vibes, you know, because they say not this, but so finally the people they make parties, so they just need to make it in the responsible way. This is what I think.
Let's say I just seen like couple of stuff here. Like, what is your favorite gear? Like, for example, you know, all of this stuff has like buttons all around, and you know, for example, what does this red button do? Does it turn this on, or what? Like, you know what I mean?
Okay, yes, this is a very interesting question.
Yeah, what is like favorite gear or whatever?
Yes. So what I can tell you is I changed many studios in my past because I had a lot of time in my life when maybe I had some money to build some equipment, and then I have shit time, I sold everything and then rebuy again. So it's artist life, you can go like this, no? But from my experiences that I have in my old studios, what I can say is, so I was always in the past searching for expensive equipment, because I was thinking that if you spend a lot of money, you can add a lot of big gear that maybe make your sound more magical. But what I discovered after, some years of experiments in the studio, I discovered that you are a human. You have these hands, you have this brain, you have one heart. So you need to find your way to express yourself. But you don't need, you don't need 50,000 euro of studios. Maybe you just need to find the tools that make you very excited and that give you the chance to express yourself.
That's you. Exactly.
So what I can tell you is, for example, yes, I have a Apollo interface in my studio, 3,000 euro interface. It's very nice, but it's not whole. For example, right now I'm also using can tell you this. A lot of artificial intelligences, for some plugins, to make some drums, to make some melodies. So I don't have one specific favorite gear, but I have many things that I use
now,
usually.
now you said artificial intelligence.
Yes.
So, okay, this is also when you started. Probably this was not an option
No,
for you.
no, no, no,
Exactly.
no, no, no.
Now this is an option for you.
Yes.
Also, it's also the style of the music changed. Probably, like let's say it was not the same kind of style of music now and before. So what changed? What do you think it changed? I don't know. I mean.
So first of all, what I saw in the past, for example, like 10 years ago, I was releasing many tracks, many big labels. I was on Suara, on 1605. I was in many big labels, and it was very easy also to be very, very competitive, we can say.
Yeah.
Competitive with other people, because it was not too difficult to make music. Right now, for example, I don't want to say that it's difficult to make music, it can be very easy, but the level of the quality grew up so much in the last years. So for example, I remember 10 years ago was, I don't want to say easy, but was kind of easy to make maybe a good master.
Yeah.
Right now, the technology grew up in the last years, so it's very hard to make, I would say, a sound very punchy like the big artists, So this is, for me, the first thing that changed. So the quality of the sound is completely different than the past. First thing. Second, yes, even the sound, for sure. The sound changed because of the technology, because of the vision, because of many different things. But what I can tell you is it's not about to make maybe the perfect track of the life, but it's about to express yourself in a unique way.
To be alive.
Yes.
You are alive, all the time alive. You are working.
You are unique. I am unique. Everybody are unique. We just need to find our way to express well ourselves. So this is, I think, the most important thing. You can work with one software, another software. You can have a big studio, a small studio. But if you found a way to express yourself in a unique way, for sure you can go somewhere, So
sure, if you are. This is the most important thing, that you are not lying to yourself.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes,
exactly.
Yes.
So during your career, there was a lot of people coming to listen to you and all these fans and all this. Did you get any gifts that you can remember right now, or something like, I don't know, whatever? Let's say.
Yes, I have
a
one.
Drink.
I have one very special, but it's not a physical gift. It's another kind of gift. No, it's not.
That's what I'm saying. At least a drink. Did you get at least a drink? Exactly.
Now, this guy, I say also hi, Vincent. If you see this interview, I want to say you hi. So this guy is a very special one because
this
he's
is a Vincent company. No? Okay, I know only one Vincent.
He's a dear friend of mine from Scotland. The last time when I played there in Scotland, this guy came at the party and said, "Oh, Johnny, I like your music and everything." He partied with me all the night, and then after a while he asked me, "So Johnny, I have a very nice, we can say kind of villa, very nice location is mine, with a very nice sea, in a special place of Scotland." And I was thinking, okay, let's do it. After my gig, he brought me there, and we were no sleep and everything, and he was driving me. Do you know what jet ski is? Jet ski is a motorbike from water, Jet ski. So he was driving the water, it was like this,
In Scotland?
No sleep, in Scotland, yes. I was no sleep, driving in this, and then he brought me to see a lot of Iceland inside this, and I was no sleep after party, and I was doing this kind of stuff. It was very crazy.
You don't need to tell us everything.
Some secrets we can keep them, And it was so crazy because I spent the day with this guy, so good guy. I was in this kind of big location. I ate so much good food. I was in the jet ski, in the sea, and it was very big gift for me. So this guy, after a few months, contacted me and he asked me, "So Johnny, when do you want to come here again? So I can pay your ticket if you want to come."
We go now.
We go now. Let's buy the first ticket and we'll go. So it was a very nice experience.
Let's say, okay, techno, okay. But do you listen to any other music, like other genres, like let's say rap, hip hop, rock, whatever? I don't know.
Yes. Okay. Well, I am a techno artist for sure, but my vision is very, very large. I am a very open-minded guy. So what I think is, I don't want to close myself in one specific style, but I want to appreciate everything that gives you some good emotions, you know. So to be honest, I don't have a specific preference of one specific sound after techno, but I like a little bit of everything. Maybe.
But let's say like this, if you're driving with a car,
yes.
What is your first choice?
Yes, when I'm not listening techno, I like maybe to listen some melodical stuff. Maybe also melodic techno. I don't play it, but I like to listen it when I am at home or when I'm driving and everything. So I'm very, very open-minded to listen a little bit of everything. But to be honest, I love electronic music. So.
How do you see the techno scene in like in the future years? Like, how is it growing? How is it building? Where is it going? Let's say, in what way?
Okay, just to be short, what I can tell you about this question is, for example, 20 years ago, okay, when you were in 2000, the techno music was more acid, was more progressive, was more maybe trancey at the time, no? And right now we can see in this time, we can say a lot of old vibes, they came again, you know, in the scene. So there are the people that make acid techno, progressive techno. But what I think is, for example, if you think about something, also the rhythms of the techno, you know. For example, 99% of the producer, they put maybe the hat, you know, in the same position, they put the kick in the same position, the snare, the clap, and they are always the same thing, you know. So what I think is, if I want to see the future of techno, I think the techno can become more different, more articulated, more I would say, not so much static like right now. So what I think is, as a producers, we need to change a little bit our vision, and we need to create something more unique, more futuristic. So don't put the kick in the same position, don't put the hat in the same position, just change it a little bit, because
when everything is perfect, it's just perfect.
Yes,
it's not yeah, I know.
How many years that the techno is like tucci techi, something like this, you know? So it's so many years. So if we want really to make something new, we need to change our perspective. So we need also to change a little bit the positions of the elements. So with this way, maybe we can bring some difference, you know, in the scene. And what I think is, we need to stop to copy the others. Because so many people are copying the others. Okay, this guy is doing like this, I do the same, and blah, 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 blah. So we need to be unique. So you don't need maybe to care so much about which style are you creating. You need to care about, I need to create something very special, you know, in my unique way. So go out of this comfort zone. So let's try to think more bigger, you know, so don't think like the others.
You say you don't want to copy, but now I have a feeling like I'm talking with the Grand Prix champion MotoGP Valentino Rossi. You copy, I don't know what you're doing, but I think you copied his accent.
He's ready for the race, you know.
I really thought like Divisioso, Pedrosa, where are all these guys around here, you know, this is a...
So we can start the race right now. We can start the race right now, you know, let's start the race.
We start the race. So of course we started at the beginning, but you know, every single story has one end. I would like to say thank you for watching the interview with the legend himself, Johnny Kaos or Johnny Walker.
Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash.
Hi to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe the channel and see you soon. Ciao.